Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Now it is grilling season, it is the middle of summer, and I know a lot of you want to get in your backyards and grill something really great. So today I'm going to go ahead and share my recipe for the most flavorful and juiciest turkey burger ever. I promise you will not be disappointed. I know a lot of people are sort of against making turkey burgers or any burger that is not a beef burger because it doesn't have a high fat content, which means less flavor and less juiciness. But I'm going to show you guys all of my tips and tricks to get that perfect burger. And as you guys can see, when I mash that burger down just a little bit, all of that juice is just flowing through. So I hope you guys enjoy. Now I wanted to show you guys how to make a quick and simple sauce to put on your burger. The reason why I'm making this first is because I want all of the flavors to marry and for this to sit in the fridge while I work on cooking the actual burgers. So in a bowl, I'm starting off with a little bit of mayonnaise. That's going to be my base for the actual sauce. Now I'm going to go in with some garlic sriracha sauce. I love this sauce because it has a really well-rounded flavor and it has more flavors than just the spice that normal sriracha has. But by all means, if you only have normal sriracha, feel free to use that. I'm also going to go in with a little tomato ketchup. Now the ketchup is going to add a nice little sweetness as well as a layer of tanginess. So now I'm going to add in some salt and black pepper to taste. And once you add in these ingredients, you're going to go ahead and give it a good stir. Now I wanted to mention, as usual, all of my ingredients and proper measurements will be down in the description box below, so you can check down there, so this way you can see everything that I'm using to put together my burgers. So just to give the sauce another layer of tanginess and more flavor, I'm going in with some chopped pickles. Some of you guys might think that the combination of the pickles and the sriracha and the ketchup is a little weird. Trust me, try this sauce out and you will not be disappointed. And just a little reference for you guys, this is the chili garlic sauce that I'm using. Again, if you do not have it, you can use regular sriracha. I'm going in with a little bit more of the spicy sauce just because I find that mine needs a little more kick, but you can use as much or as little as you'd like. And once you mix all of these ingredients together really well, you're going to stick this in your fridge and allow it to sit until you're done making the burgers. Today I am making turkey burgers, but by all means you can use any other type of meat. This also will work great with some ground chicken. Now I'm going to go ahead and season my ground turkey with some salt as well as black pepper. I will leave a measurement for everything I'm using again in the description box down below, so make sure you check that out when you're putting this together. And now at this point, I'm just going to add in some other flavoring agents and seasonings of my choice. So I'm going to go in with a chili seasoning that I have. Now this is a seasoning blend. It's really good. If you guys do not have it on hand, you can use any other type of all-purpose seasoning that you have. And I'm also going to go in with a little bit of garlic powder. If you wanted to, you can chop up fresh garlic and use that in place. And I am also going to go in with some paprika. I like adding paprika whenever making turkey burgers or chicken burgers or anything like that, just because it adds a nice color to the meat when it cooks. And whenever I make turkey burgers or any other type of meat dish, whenever I'm seasoning anything, I like to go in with a good amount of Worcestershire sauce. This is a great thing to have in your kitchen and a beautiful ingredient because it adds such a well-rounded and umami taste to whatever you are seasoning. I'm also going to go in with a few tablespoons of mayo. Now you probably are thinking that I am the weirdest person ever, but when you add mayo into the turkey burgers or chicken burgers, it adds another layer of moistness and juiciness to it. Remember, when you're using turkey or chicken or anything like that, they do not have a high fat content like if you were making a beef or a lamb burger. So to make up for that fat content, you add in a little bit of mayo, and when it cooks, that mayo turns into like oiliness and juiciness within the burger, and it adds such a great texture. So mix everything in, and now we're going to go ahead and form them into patties. So from the amount of ground turkey that I had, I got 4 large size burger patties. By all means, you can make them smaller, you can make them bigger, you can even make them really tiny and make like little sliders with them, just depending on the types of buns that you have. This is the perfect serving for my family as well as for the size of the buns that I have. So I'm going to go ahead and start heating up my griddle, and I will start to cook these burgers. And just a little side note, today we are cooking some pre-made tater tots. All we have to do is take them out of the package and put them straight into the oven, and that is a quick side dish for the burgers. So I'm well aware that it is grilling season. It's time to get outside and use our wonderful grills that we don't always get to use. However, this day it was raining outside, so I didn't get to go outside and show you guys how to make this on the grill, but it is the same exact preparation. I also found it very useful to do it inside and show you guys that it is possible to make a really good burger on your stove. So this is the griddle pan that Emus has sent me. If you want to see where you can buy it, I'll have the information down in the description box below. But basically it's like a cast iron griddle pan. So I went ahead and I washed it, dried it really well, and I heated it up on my stove and I seasoned it with a little bit of oil just to get it going. Now once you put that oil on and it heats up really well, you're going to go ahead and put 2 of your burgers on at a time, or however many your pan can fit, and you're going to allow it to cook for about 3 minutes on each side until each side is nice and charred and golden brown. And by all means, if you do not have this griddle pan, you don't have to use this one exactly. Any type of griddle pan will work, and even your grill outside will work even better. Now I also wanted to mention, if you're using any type of griddle pan, make sure you oil it really well. As you guys can see, the first burger I flipped was perfect, and the second one it ripped just a little bit, but again, it's totally fine. It is the taste that we are going for. So my burgers have been cooking for about 3 minutes on each side. Now that was the perfect time for my burgers to cook fully throughout the middle, but by all means, if you have a thicker burger, you're going to have to cook it longer, and if you have a thinner and a smaller burger, you're going to have to cook it for less time. You're just going to have to go ahead and gauge it. It's hard for me to give you exact time measurements on how to cook the burger, but honestly, you're just looking for that burger to be nice and charred on the outside, and make sure you keep the heat moderated, because if it's too high, you can have them burn on the outside and not be done on the inside. So what I'm doing here is I am going on with a little bit of cheddar cheese. These are just sliced pieces of cheddar that I sliced off the block, and I'm putting them on the burgers. I like to do it like this and allow them to get nice and bubbly and melty, just because if you want a good cheeseburger, I find that you need that cheese to melt really well. So that's what I'm doing here. Once the cheese melts, you're going to transfer it onto a plate, and we are ready to assemble our burgers. And once you take all of your burgers off of that griddle pan, you can go ahead and put your buns on that same exact griddle pan, just so they can pick up some of the flavor and they can toast a little bit. You guys, I am so excited to put these burgers together. I've been craving a good burger all day, and this is going to be absolutely perfect. So as you guys can see, I started off with that bun that I grilled slightly. It has some beautiful little grill marks on it. I'm going on with that homemade sauce that I made, and I'm putting it on thick, so this way it can add another layer of moistness to the burger as well. And now I'm going to go on with a big slice of lettuce. I'm going to go on with a couple slices of red onions. And by all means, if you love tomatoes in your burgers, you can add them in. I'm not a fan of tomatoes, so I don't put them. And then I'm going to lay on my burger that I had cooked with the cheese. And I'm also going to put on a few slices of bacon. Now, if you guys don't eat pork bacon, of course, you can use turkey bacon. That'll work great as well. And I'm going to top it off with some pickles. And my burger is ready to eat. This looks absolutely amazing, guys. Now before I even cut into these burgers, I'm already so happy with how they turned out. This burger looks like something that you got from a restaurant. Trust me guys, if you are at home, just buy all of your ingredients, get them set up, and you can have almost like a restaurant meal at home as well. Now if you don't like the tater tots, you can go ahead and make some French fries. Again, they have lots of great frozen products that are just great for a quick weeknight meal. But by all means, if you want to make something homemade to eat with it on the side, you can do that as well. Now this video would just not be complete if I didn't cut into this burger and show you guys how juicy and amazing that cross section looks. So I'm going to go ahead, chop it open, and show you guys what it looks like. Now as you guys can see all of those layers running through. You see the sauce on the bottom, the onions, as well as that lettuce. You have the meat in the middle, as well as the pickles and the bacon on top. Now, in my opinion, adding bacon to a burger just takes that burger to a whole nother level. If you do not eat pork bacon, by all means, use the turkey bacon just to get that beautiful taste, and you will be thanking me later. As you guys can see, as I'm mashing through that burger, there is some nice juices flowing through in that meat. This burger is the opposite of dry, and trust me, it is something that you are truly going to enjoy. So if you enjoyed this quick and simple burger video, please go ahead and like it, subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed yet, leave your comments down below, and I'll see you guys again very soon in my next video.